Well, apparently you wanted to see part 2. What is up, Finn fans? Yes, you guys killed. I was just like, let me know if you guys want to see part 2, part 3, and you guys absolutely killed it. I said, what, 500 likes? You did 1,500 likes. So there will be a part 2 and there will be a part 3. You don't have to hit any type of like quota for this video. I just wanted to get a feel for it. What are you guys thinking? Do you like this? And you guys do. But before I jump into a little bit of a spiel, just like a forewarning before we jump into the video, which I got queued up right here. So I have my webcam here, queued up here. First off, check patchvibes.com. Patchvibes.com, they have so much great stuff, from patches to t-shirts to pins. If you use the promo code DDW, you get yourself 20% off. 2, if you notice, I'm messing around with the color a little bit more on this webcam. Really trying to incorporate this webcam with a lot of what I'm doing with the channel, because it helps me be more interactive with you guys, all that great stuff. If you can tell, I can slowly minimize myself, boop, and you can see what we're watching today. So I'm working with it. If you guys are, good with OBS and all that stuff and know how to get me, because this should be green and this should be orange. You guys watch my videos, you know the colors that these should be. Let me know how I can fix it. I'm trying to work with making it look nice, all that stuff with the lighting, all that crap. Other than that, I'm going to be stopping the video from time to time. I'm going to be talking about what Kurt Warner has to say, the good, the bad, the ugly, all that other things. Some people comment, stopping the video. This is a reaction video. If you want to watch the actual video, it'll be linked in the description. The point of a reaction video is for me to react to it. So I'm going to be stopping the video. I try not to stop it as much because I kind of really want to hear what he has to say. Because again, last thing I'm going to say, we're going to jump to the video. I have not seen these. This is part 2 of 3. This is an 11-minute video, 11:56-minute video. So I'll do part 3 of 3 in the next video. Probably will come out. Today's Monday. You're seeing this. If you really want it out next day, I'll do it Tuesday. If news breaks, that takes precedent over this. But I haven't seen these. So you're going to get my instant reactions, and that's hence me doing the reactions. Because I know a few people were getting bothered that I was stopping it and I was talking, and that's what you're going to get, man. This is a reaction video. Go watch the actual video. I'll link it in the description. But without further ado, part 2 of Kurt Warner's Tua Tagovailoa rookie breakdown. Really like what I'm seeing and really like what he's saying.
And we're going to move into some of the things he's got to get better at. But we talked at the end of the last study ball about.
And that's the thing that I want to hear is he said that he's going to start moving into the things that he needs to get better at, because that's the other thing that I've heard from Twitter and also some on here is that you cherry pick the good things. It makes any quarterback look good. I want to hear what Kurt Warner has to say about the things he needs to work on, because Tua Tagovailoa by no means is perfect. He has a lot of things he needs to work on, but he does a lot of things good. So let's see what Kurt Warner has to say.
He was good with quick decisions. When he could see it quickly, or there was a quick hitter type play where he could get a quick read, he did a nice job. So here's a look. We're going to send a vertical here, and we're going to bring a guy into the middle, looking to throw this guy. If I get a squeeze, I've got another guy coming from the outside that I'm going to work to. And you see it right here. Chargers really kind of messed this up. We go through here, and
Chargers defense
this backer should pass him off to the next guy. As this guy goes inside, this backer should pass him off to the backer inside of him, and we should drop and be able to cover all of this. So not a great concept, but you see right here. Those two guys jumped that. Nice job by Tua. You see the timing, get the ball out of his hands on the break. Really well done there with the quick read.
So what Kurt Warner's saying is Tua's reading where the guys should be and where they're going and leaving these guys open. So that's another, thing I hear, stigma I hear from certain people about Tua is he's not good at reading defenses. He always throws to the open man. He always does this. Well, he sees the open man. He sees, like how Kurt says, these guys, he should not be here. Like he said, they should all be passed off. This guy, he passes him off to him. He's going to pass him off to him, and he's going to drop back here and cover him. But he didn't. So Tua would recognize that with a guy on him, because we all know how Jesse Davis did, with a guy on him getting the ball out quick. Also, you got to give it to Changeli for having this play set and these routes in the right direction to have guys be open at the right position. So I know, even I poo-poo on Changeli sometimes. That also entails with Changeli and the style of offense.
Getting the ball out of his hands and the accuracy once again. Out in the red zone, we know everything happens faster. So they're going to get a vertical, they're going to get a vertical corner, and they're going to get a quick little hook right in here on the inside. Okay? And we always like to read this, or at least I like to read it, low to high when I'm in the red zone. I don't want to have to throw it through all these bodies when we don't have a lot of space. I'd rather hit the things underneath and make them tackle here. But you'll see, got two verticals, carry, both underneath guys carry down here. Even though they've got help over the top, they both carry. Great recognition by Tua. Ball's out of his hands. Look how quickly the ball gets out of his hands.
Very decisive.
His guy's just making his break. Ball's out of his hands. Give it to your playmaker. Because everybody's running, now you give your guy a chance to make a play after he gets.
That is another situation where Changeli sets it up. He obviously set it up for this to happen. This exact thing where Preston Williams is going to be all alone. He set up this play to have these three guys in the end zone push all the coverage into the end zone because the defense is made to not give up the touchdown. We'll give you the underneath. We don't want to give you the touchdown. So Changeli made this route tree so everyone puts the defense. Then you have, like Kurt Warner said, you got that little curl route. Preston Williams in the middle, decisive quick throw, and then he just has to. There's no one here. Look at this. To get from here to here. There's no way he's going to come up and make a tackle without him reaching over. And say someone did come down, look up here. He would do his progression. He saw these two guys go up. He brought the defense up with him all alone. But even if one guy didn't go up with him, he's got him completely open right here. It's great. It's a great scheme. It's a great route tree. And it's just great play.
Gets the ball in his hands, and we get a touchdown. We throw the underneath guy, the shortest guy, the guy when you draw up this play that you might say, oh, the one guy that doesn't have a chance to score a touchdown because everybody else is getting in the end zone is this guy right here. Doesn't matter. Get down here, get the ball in your playmaker's hands, let them do something with it, make the defense tackle. We get a touchdown right there. Okay, we're going to see the play action. Again, we talked about the RPO game, but the play action, the ability to make fakes, turn, recognize things, and quick feet to get set and get the ball out of his hands. Really, really well done right here, even as he's turning his back, right? He turns his head, turns his back to the throw, able to turn, recognize the linebacker stepping up, feeling the window, where it's at, and then look, he splits these two defenders with the throw, and the timing is good. We don't want our receiver to get too many steps out of his break, and the receiver does a nice job of continuing to flatten right here, but getting it out quick, ball out in front of him, great placement on the play action. Again, certain things that we can build off of with Tua.
The Broncos game.
But as with most rookies, we've got to be able to think faster.
Good.
Be able to process information. A lot of those things that we were looking at were his first read, right? We saw a couple that he got to his second read, but so much of it is, hey, if I know what I'm getting or the play call is right, boom, I can get the ball out of my hands, get it to the first read, and move on.
I want to hear the
He
negative.
had some problems when he had to process things and hold it, and then maybe the biggest thing was holding it and having to take the second level throws. So we're going to see a play right here where we're going to have, I don't know if it's a choice or an out here. We're going to have a corner over the top, and then we're going to have a couple shallows here. So there's a couple ways to look at this, but for me, when I've got three guys, 1, 2, and 3, moving in this direction, even though I may have a mesh here against man, the read for me is going to be this quick out. If I got that, take it. Then I'm going to read to the high-low that goes over the top of it on the corner, and then I'm going to read to this shallow and then to the backside so my eyes can stay one side and I can gradually work across instead of having to work over to this side.
And this is why I'm watching this, and this is why I'm really listening to what Kurt Warner has to say. Super Bowl champion, Super Bowl MVP, greatest show on turf. Like, this guy knows what he's talking about. So, like, I'm even learning something listening that with this route tree, and I bet you $20 that Chan Gailey had this exact route ran to help Tua out by keeping all of these routes in this area so he can do his reads quick, like Kurt Warner said, 1, 2, and 3. And then, okay, God forbid, 1, 2, and 3 is not there, which is in my line of sight. I got to go to 4. So I'm learning so much from Kurt Warner.
And then try to work back and be able to read the concept on the other side. So let's watch how this plays out. So good coverage right here on the outbreaker. Maybe if he puts the ball in perfect position to the outside, he has it, but pretty good coverage right there. So then my eye should go up over the top.
And that's
they
open.
blow this. Everybody else is playing man. This guy happens to fall off and pick up somebody else's guy as this corner's trying to run across. There is your throw that
You gotta
right
throw
there.
that.
Be able to read things. Okay, maybe you want to throw the things underneath. I get it. But let that play out. Go for the shots, read your concept, and then work back to your shallows.
Yep.
And in this particular case,
He had 'em.
misses this deep one. I mean, this is a huge play right here with the progression. Should have been there. Struggles, can't find it. They actually cover these shallows really, really well because they passed it off. But due to the pass off, they messed up the first part of it. Can't find anybody here and ends up taking a sack or just getting back to the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
so the
100%. And if you guys remember from my video breakdown, I understand. I should have done what Kurt Warner did it in sections. But a lot of my knock on Tua his rookie year was his decisiveness and getting the ball out quick. He looks and then he's like, just get it out, man. You see that guy and you saw he's open. That one out, not open, and then the corner, that was open. Open for big play. You got to get that out. Got to get it out. I think I talked about it in the Rams game when he, I think when he took the sack against Aaron Donald, I said, you got to get that ball out quicker. You had a guy underneath open. That is my big knock on him. But that is something that a rookie needs to get used to and get that timing going where I don't have a lot of time. I got to get the ball out quicker.
Ability to understand what you're seeing, stay with your progressions. Here's another look. We're going to bring pressure off this side. We said he's done a nice job of seeing pressure and handling pressure
right
for the most part. But here's a situation where he doesn't see it real well. He's got 2 hitches over there to this side, and he's looking that way.
Throw it.
I'm not really sure what he saw. Either one of these guys you can take right now.
Yep.
Even if you don't see the pressure, you're coming back and you're trying to take one of these quick throws. I want you to watch the drop. Takes a big 3-step
Hit
drop.
it out
This
right
is a 3-step drop with these routes when you're under center.
As soon as that back foot
when you're in shotgun,
lands,
it's got to be
get
quicker
it out.
than that. So
Boom.
I think that's one of the problems is they're turning. He's not ready to throw. We got to mesh our feet with the route. Right? He's not ready to throw. Now he's stuck because by the time he gets there, he may feel these guys starting to drive, even though I still think he had both throws. So now in a little bit of panic mode, doesn't really have anything to do, isn't given a real good concept over here. We got 3 guys here in this tight little triangle, no place to throw it to that side, but ends up being a sack because his feet didn't mesh. He wasn't ready to get the ball out of his hands and takes a sack there. So always things to grow on, especially with the speed of the game.
Like I said, Tua is not perfect.
To what we saw down in the red zone. I don't know, we're running some kind of a return route here. We got a corner over the top, and then we got a shallow. So I'm not really sure the concept here, but we're always going to read when something like this happens is we're going to feel what happens underneath, and then I'm assuming we're going to go shallow to corner to this return that's coming back late. So he's got the shallow there, okay? That's a choice. Okay, based on what this guy does, right? If he's deep enough, you could take your shallow right there. Okay, if he's not deep enough, then you can wait for your return to come. And while you're waiting for your return, peek over the top at the corner. Now, this is a situation where you expect this corner to fall back and take the corner here, of course. And now you've got the shallow. Shoot, this guy could take the shallow. Now you're hoping that the return wins off of this guy. So initial look says, well, we're probably not going to have the corner over the top. But that's why we read it. Always have to verify what's going on. So he's in here. His eyes look to be in here. Okay, no problem. I have no problem not throwing the shallow here. But then settle in and read through this and see what's happening. Starting to get a little impatient in the pocket. Eyes are starting to move, starting to see the pressure. And so he's got an opportunity here with a big throw if he stays with it, or even to stay there and come back on this after that guy runs past him. He's got some options over there. You see, comes out way late, even though he does find it eventually. Gets a little bit of panic in the pressure, starts to slide away, has to throw it falling away. Instead of kind of settling in there and making the throw on time, makes the throw on time.
Yeah,
and that's a big play, but the receiver actually does a nice job. Look at this. Receiver does a nice job, knowing that it's late, coming back and fighting underneath this, so they get the play. They get that chunk throw, something that he didn't make a lot of, but a little bit late. Getting there, just needs to process.
He hits that when he should have. He's going up the field for a ton of yardage there. But yeah, that's the thing that Tua needs to do. He needs to be more decisive and more, I'm throwing this ball. 1-2 open go. Like he needs to be, like I said, quicker, more decisive. But listening, and also why I like watching this stuff is the stuff that Brian Flores and Studsville and whoever is working with him is telling him. A lot of people don't think that Brian Flores is working with Tua because Brian Flores isn't the quarterback coach. Brian Flores isn't an offensive coordinator. No. Last year, he would sit down with Tua like at once a week, if that, maybe more, and break down defensive coverages for him. It's been known. Brian Flores came out and said that he would sit down with Tua and do that with him to help him. Very interesting.
Process things a little bit faster as we were talking about. Okay? Talked about one good play action. Process things quicker. Trust what you're seeing. Be ready to throw it. Okay? You'll see at the top of his drop, the last one that he threw, play fake, stuck that foot in the ground, let it go. He's got the same type of relationship, same type of throw, but watch the little hop he has. He gets back there, sticks, hops. Now he's trying to throw it, and because of that little hesitation, in this league, little hesitation means the defense is going to have a chance to make a play. Great coverage anyways, but you got to let that go before he turns his head. Now, too much time for that defender to make a play. Something that should have been intercepted right here, but once again, it's about the processing a little bit faster. Not a horrible throw, not a horrible play, but it's a difference between college and pro. Right? You're a little bit late on something. In the pros, somebody's going to make a play on that, and you're going to find yourself in trouble. Okay, so here's another one. Off the play fake, patience in the pocket. You can see him kind of moving and getting impatient in the pocket. So they've got a deep shot here. Then they've got an over coming to this side, and the back's probably going to leak out to that side late. So it's a natural progression read for the most part. Eyes should be over here the entire time, and it comes out just like you expect it to. But the impatience in the pocket, especially impatience when he's trying to make these chunk throws. When he's getting it out quick, he's much better. Not impatient, knows where he's going, get the ball out of his hands. These chunk throws, something he's got to work on. See the impatience here. He starts dancing around, trying to buy time, and by that point, he misses the opportunity for a big chunk throw. So if there's one thing that he's got to get better on, it's his patience, understanding, and then being able to be aggressive enough to attack some of these throws down the field where he was very hesitant to make those decisions and specifically make those throws, and it hurt this football team that needed more big plays from the quarterback position.
Man, I absolutely love doing these reactions to this film breakdown because it just, first off, it opens up your eyes to a lot of things you might not understand when it comes to certain lingo, certain concepts with football, but it just like solidifies kind of what I already had an idea with where his indecisiveness and his rookiness, he's a rookie. The speed of the game hasn't caught up to him yet. When it does, he will know when to get that ball out because he has the accuracy and he has to me, he has the arm strength to get it where it needs to be. It's all about the decisiveness. It's all about get that ball out. There's a few times where as soon as he planted that back foot, he needed to get that ball out, and it would have been big chunk yardage. And like Kurt Warner said at the end of that, he makes those big plays. He's more decisive on his throws and not so worried about the sack, because of how the offensive line was playing. Like I said, it's a yin and yang situation. Sometimes he can hurt the offensive line, and he did. So there's some open guys he didn't get the ball to, and then sometimes the offensive line can hurt him because he'll start to get sacked so much that now all of a sudden he's got those jittery feet where he's like, oh, I only have like 2 seconds to get the ball. I know, but I love it. I absolutely love it. And part 3 will be out tomorrow, Wednesday the latest, depending on what's going on with the baby and stuff. But absolutely love it. I'm so happy you guys told me to do a reaction with this series because Kurt Warner's breakdowns are just absolutely fantastic. So comment below, what do you guys think? I'm very happy with this episode because a lot of people were saying, like I said, oh, he's just pointing out the good. I wanted to hear what he had to say about the bad. I wanted to hear what he had to say about what Tua needs to work on. And a lot of it is just things that can be worked on, things that he can get better at. It's not about, he physically can't do it, he's a bust, he sucks. Because if you notice, Kurt Warner consistently says if he can and when he can, or this, he can be what he needs to be. And I'm excited. So be sure to comment below. Let me know what you think of this video. What do you think what Kurt Warner has to say about what he needs to work on, the goods, the bads? Comment below. If news breaks, like I said, that comes first and foremost to these videos. There's part 3 that I'm going to talk about. I hope they talk about that drop from Jakeem Grant because everyone wants to talk about whether it's a go or a post. So I'm really hoping he talks about it and kind of puts a kibosh to that. But be sure to comment below. Be sure to hit that subscribe button. Be sure to hit the like button. You guys killed it. Over 1,500 likes. You guys wanted this series. Also comment below. Let me know if you want me to do more reactions, like top Dolphin games or top Dolphin whatever. I'm going to do more reactions. I'm going to give you more videos like this for the offseason when it gets quiet. But other than that, guys, be sure to check out Miami Sports Music, a fantastic site that me and TD are a part of. Solo D started it with his boy Steven. So be sure to check that out. Other than that, guys, I'll see you in the next video. Like usual, stay classy and fins up.